Lupa brings Wuthering Waves back to the top 10 on Steam bestsellers. The top 10. Lupa, the character that people were saying was not going to sell well, especially after Cardathia sold so well and broke records everywhere. Wuthering Waves ranks number 6. Is that what I read? 6th into Steam global top sellers, surpassing games like Helldivers 2 and Expedition 33. That is crazy. Lupa just came out a few hours ago, and she has already boosted Wuthering Waves to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, the 6th position right here in the global top sellers. An old post. This is a post from July 2nd. This is within the last 24 hours. That is wild. I bet people didn't expect that to happen. I mean, true. Yep, they've been saying end of service WuWa. End of service WuWa. WuWa's dead. WuWa ain't gonna make it. Gotcha game in the top 10 of Steam feels weird. Solon did say as long as we survive. And now he is his game is in the top 10 on Steam every patch. Every character, chat. How can you be a top seller on Steam while being free? Because they, you know, the gotcha in it. They couldn't pass Stellar Blade. I mean, that's okay. Stellar Blade is the #1 right now. Let's be honest. That's perfectly fine. PUBG, my feed showed 2 sides. Chat, did you know that Wuthering Waves is being unfairly reviewed negatively on Steam? People download the game just to shit on it shamelessly. Here are some negative Steam reviews that downplay the game just for the sake of it. So this is the other side of it. Here are the negative posters. 7 hours on record. It's gooner bait. Anyone agree with this? Is Wuthering Waves just purely gooner bait? I mean, to me, I think the story's good, the combat's good, the world's good, the patches have been incredible ever since 2.0. That is an easy insult it is. That is, it does have some sexual characters, like some explicit characters for sure, but I don't think it's gooner bait at all. 11 hours, bad gotcha game. You know what, that's personal opinion. That is okay. We're not gonna hate on that because that's just a subjective opinion. Totally fine to think that. 10 minutes on record. Genshin Impact fade copy, chat. Fade copy. Yep, I'm sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, 10 minutes. I played 10 minutes of the game just to hate on it. Okay, this guy played 10 minutes, chat. Gave myself fake playtime. He openly admits, imagine, chat, genuinely imagine downloading a game on Steam, letting it play long enough where you could leave a review just to hate on it. Like, genuinely, imagine having that state of mind. Imagine being that kind of person where you are so hate-filled that you need to express this hate in physical, verbal form. I hope these games stop one day. Make something original and quit Really? I'm sorry, out of all the characters that have released, how many of them have been lollybait, chat? Lollybait. Let's be real. All the 2.x content has had Carlotta, who is by far the exact opposite. We had Rochia, sure, teenager. We had Brant. We had Zani, mommy. We had Phoebe, also not a kid. Then we had, who else was introduced? We had recently Augusta. We had Iuno. We had, Lupa, we had Cardathia, Fleur-de-Lis, none of which are kids. Then we had the new samurai guy. We had Chisa. We had the new like gunslinger girl, I think she was. Where's the kid? Out of a cast of like 40 characters or more, we have Encore, we have Verena, Yoha, Rochia, and I think like Encore and Rochia are both teenagers. So is Yoha. Sure. Yeah, okay. 1.8 hours, chat. Veteran player here. Don't play this. It sucks now. So this guy was here. He's a veteran player. So he was here during 1.0 and he loved 1.0. But everything now, 2.0 all the way through 2.4, it's shit. It's bad. It's terrible. It sucks now in the current version. His 1.8 hours of gameplay made him a veteran. What a gamer, chat. What a gamer. What does that make me? I've spent like 8 hours in Neverness Taverners so far. Before we go any further, I do want to take a moment here to thank all of my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I genuinely cannot thank you all enough for the support. After 20 minutes of playtime, I can say it's a renamed Genshin Impact. Imagine being able to make this assumption in 20 minutes of playing a game. Renamed Genshin Impact. Would have even want to say it's a clone. I wouldn't even want to say this game is a clone. If you actually spend time to play the game, you may find some or enough difference to call it a clone. We can't even say it's a clone, but maybe if you play more, you'll say it. So he actually comes out, he makes a statement saying, I am making an educated guess based off of absolutely no effort whatsoever that this is a game about this specific thing. But if you can play it for longer than I did, you might actually have a more educated opinion on the subject matter. What? Boo, I want my time back. Boring as hell. You know what? That's okay. The game to some people is boring, sure. Full of unskippable and long cinematics. I'm sorry. Isn't Genshin full of unskippable everything? Wasn't Honkai Star Rail up until like very recently unskippable in terms of everything? I thought Wuthering Waves was generally like the skip feature in Wuthering Waves was generally considered as a godsend, so much so that when Zenless was revealed, the guy himself, the head of the team, got up on stage and said, "But don't worry, we have a skip feature." Now every gacha game, like Neverness to Everness, which we are currently playing here as an example, has a skip feature. That's wild, dude. That's wild. This was made on July 2nd, by the way, last 24 hours. These people are these people are so angry. And then while these people are being as angry as they are, we have Wuthering Waves continuing to break into the top 10 over and over again. We have them knocking it out of the freaking park, dominating repeatedly. People thought Lupa was gonna suck and do terribly. Evidently, that is not the case. She's been doing incredibly, and and I don't think Wuthering Waves is showing any sense of slowing down. I think the next set of characters, Auguste, Chisa, etc., they're all gonna do even better than this set of characters. It being in the top 10 of Steam means they make a fuck ton of money each month. Exactly, that's crazy, right? It's pathetic. They can't take an L, can they? No, they can't. And you know what? It's not even like a long-term L, right? Like at the end of the day, it is okay to not be the biggest or highest grossing or the best gacha game right now. It is okay to temporarily fall in place. There's nothing wrong with that, right? WuWa spikes up, WuWa declines. Nikke spikes up, Nikke declines. Arknights spikes up, Arknights declines. So do all of Hoyo's games. It's not a big deal. It's totally okay. It happens to everyone. It's wild that people can't just, they can't be happy with the success of a good game and instead have to try and tear it down so it looks like it's less of a success than it is. And to try and stop other people from enjoying it. Unbelievable. Restart. I'm looking at WoW lately at a second gacha to get into. It's a great opportunity too. But it's got to have Tribe Wars. Because, see, I'm of the opinion, right, that the more good games we have, the better the genre is. Right? Because the more good games you have, the more games are forced to innovate and improve. Every game that comes out that's better competition for WuWa, Kudo has to hop on top of it. Kudo needs to improve to be better than them. Because if they're not, people will move from WuWa to them. No one's going from WuWa to Genshin because Genshin has inferior combat, graphics, world, but people are definitely going to WuWa from Genshin. Now, if, Neverness or Ananta or Arknight Sandfield or Azure Premilia are better in various aspects to WuWa, people will move on from WuWa. So WuWa, and Kudo know this, which is why they're constantly improving the game and introducing so many new things to it. So they know this, and they're improving based off of it. More games need to accept this and understand this, and more players need to accept this and understand this, because the more they improve, the better the genre gets overall, and the more higher quality games we continue to get. That's what I think. But I know not everyone thinks that. Some people think, herder, my game is best game, therefore your game, every other game, bad, suck, you can't compete. It's stupid. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you are not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.